Alright folks, we are back playing Criminal Case Save the World Countdown to Murder. We're going on to chapter number 3. And today we have ourselves a special guest with me because I haven't had one for a while. I'm here with my dad. So let's go on and get started. He's going to be back. He's got to take care of something. So far, Cosmos has kept its word about not launching their satellite. But we won't be safe until we've caught the Somber agent who killed Barodin. Jacob, there's been an explosion at the Cosmos Training Center. Lockdown has been lifted. They need our help. Good point, Jacob. The explosion could be the Somber agent trying to create a diversion to launch the satellite. We better get to the training center. The space capsule. Interesting. He's a bit tired, so you can actually hear some yawning. Okay, there's the cap, security camera, magic cube, goggles, scarf, and torn paper. Very odd spot for the torn paper. Okay, let's go. This explosion doesn't seem to have damaged anything. This security camera seems to be in working order. Think you can unlock it? And this torn paper, if you piece it together, we might get information that can get us closer to the killer. Go for it.
Oi, oi, oi.
Dr. Sharapov, are you alright?
Of course I'm not alright. My plan didn't work. My explosion went up in smoke, so to speak.
You called the explosion, and you wanted it to be bigger. Take a seat, Dr. Sharapov. Sergeant Jacob has got some questions for you. That's honestly really good. Okay, let's go and examine this security camera. Gotta use those brains. G, Y, T. Boom. Looks like you got that security camera unlocked. No doubt Elliot can get to the continent. Let's rush ahead. Hope it doesn't take that long. Alrighty. 9 hours. Okay, that doesn't seem too bad. Now the torn magazine. That's interesting. The politician's agreement. Take care of Barodin. Hey, this magazine cover shows the victim shaking hands with some other politician. Wait a minute, there's something written on it. Take care of Barodin, and it's signed by someone called N.R. You're right, Jacob. The only N.R. we know about in Cosmos is Natasha Romanova. Natasha wanted someone to take care of Barodin in our line of work. We know what that usually means, don't we, Jacob? I just can't wrap my head around it. Could Marina have been right about her mother all along? What if Natasha wanted Barodin dead? Let's go grill Natasha about this message. Here's hoping she won't knock herself down. So Natasha's basically the mother of Marina, and she's the head of Cosmos, if you don't know. I know. Let's finish this up, and then you can... Dr. Sharapov, what in the world were you thinking of setting off an explosion? You could have destroyed the evidence or killed yourself.
Who cares? I want this launch stopped permanently. If the satellite mission failed before leaving the ground, Cosmos would have to allocate more money to my research. Cosmos puts too much money into satellite projects and not enough money into his human space exploration. When I was 5 years old, Yuri Gagarin told me to reach for the stars. I've decided my whole life to sending humans further and further into space. So here, as Cosmos All my years of scientific studies in biology, chemistry, and physics are just going to waste. I tried once already to sabotage the satellite mission, but the Borodin saw me and started asking questions about the facilities. I had to abort my plan. But with him gone and the whole site on lockdown, I saw a chance to sabotage the mission permanently without being interrupted.
Maybe you remove the obstacle of Borodin yourself. It seems you do anything to get your research money. Don't go anywhere, Nikolai. You're not off the hook yet. So he definitely knows business. Okay, Natasha, head of Cosmorus, what do you got to say for yourself? Dr. Jacob, have you figured out who tried to sabotage our facilities? There must be a rogue agent in Cosmorus. Oh, so you believe us now. The somber satellite on your rocket wasn't enough, huh? After playing a little flutterist to relax, the pieces started falling into place. I realized that you must be right. Well, maybe you can tell us if we're right about something else. Sergeant Jacob found a message you wrote, something about taking care of Borodin. Oh my, I know what that must look like, but you must understand, I wasn't about to get him killed. Borodin didn't trust me. He wanted to replace me as head of Cosmorus, and as the lead senator in the Security Defense Committee, he could. Luckily, I still have my friends in the Federation Council who have my back. I plan to ask one of them to learn on Borodin, persuade him to keep me. Now let's let bygones be bygones, Sergeant Jacob. We can grab some besh barmak at this little restaurant. I know, and try to uncover who this rogue agent might be. Uh-huh. Nice try, Miss Romanova. Stick around, we'll be meeting again. Interesting. Alright, guys. I'll see you guys in 9 hours. This is Galaxy Mail 2026 and his dad, over and out. Alright folks, we are back. Let's go on and get the results for the security camera. Well, Jacob, that security camera from the training center had some interesting footage. Looks like one of your suspects got into a significant discussion with Vitaly Borodin. Take a look. What are you doing here? This is a restricted area. Who are you? Yevgeny Adolf. I'm the new Cosmorus physics. Is that a fact? Okay then. What's Newton's third law of motion? All forces between two objects are of equal magnitude and opposite in the direction? Correct. Question 2. The rest of the footage was destroyed, to be honest. I'm relieved to cut off there. Agreed, especially since we have all we need to know, don't we, Jacob? Vitaly Borodin was clearly not visiting Cosmorus on official security committee business. He tried even to conceal his identity. Did Yelena Tresknova discover Borodin wasn't who he pretended to be? We better go ask her. This is going to be interesting. Yelena, what do you have to say for yourself? Miss Treskova, turns out you met a very important person recently here in the training room, and it got caught on video. Important? I only met the new physics, Yevgeny Nikolaev. At first, my alarm bell rang. I gave him the same physics test Natasha Romanova gave me. He answered all the questions in correct fashion. He seemed, how to say legit, he asked directions to the control room, so I took him there. After that, I went back to my post and didn't see him again. So a virtual stranger asked you to take him to the launch control room and you took him? You either very dim or very clever, Miss Treskova. I hope for your sake it's the former. Sergeant Jacobs always gets to the truth. It's obviously not Natasha, since she doesn't have a band-aid. Jacob, I'm starting to think Marina was right. I trust Natasha Romanova less and less each time we talk to her. Anya Ivanova claimed she was tracking the victim to protect NGB, but what if she'd gone rogue again? And Nikolai Sharapov has a more dangerous side, it seems. He tried to sabotage the satellite mission multiple times. Would he resort to murder? Speaking of the satellite mission, we better solve this case so we can give all our attention to keeping Sombra satellite on the ground permanently. Lead on to the launch control room, Jacob. We need answers to solve this murder, and we need them now. Back to where it all started. This is going to be interesting. I'm guessing those are lies, lies, and more lies. Lies, lies, lies. Lies, lies, lies. Newspaper. It's obviously gonna be something. Oil puddle. Nah. Oxygen tank. LCD display. Briefcase. Alien sign. Where is the briefcase? Oh, for a second there I thought it was going to be a metal briefcase. The briefcase you found, let me check. The thing looks like a 6 is a B, the O is an O. Wow, Jacob, the plate says Borodin. That's the victim's briefcase. There's bound to be something in there. And what's that written on the newspaper? You're right, someone wrote the same Russian word that was on the victim's forehead. The paper is covered in weird red crystals. You can vacuum up fast enough for a simple sample. We're getting close, Jacob. The killer doesn't stand a chance. Uh-oh. It's either going to be Yelena Krisko, Yelena, or Anya. Both of them have band-aids, and both of them have no physics, play that game, and no special fate mark. Awesome, Jacob. Collected those crystals off the newspaper, and look there, there's the victim's photo underneath them. There's no doubt the killer handled these crystals now. Let's get them Lars on the double. It's obviously going to be the Band-Aid. It's obviously going to be the Band-Aid. 9 hours, okay. Victim's briefcase. Uh-oh. What is that? What is that? Old camera in the victim's briefcase. This could give us the evidence we need to close the case. Let's rush to Elliot. Oh, sweet. Elliot's actually doing a really fantastic job on these last pieces of clues, for instance. That's actually really nice of him. It's usually Lars who actually does both. But we'll see you guys in 15 hours. This is Galaxy Nail 2026. Over and out. Alright, folks, we are back. Let's go on and get the results. Man, you struck gold with these crystals, Jacob. Well, not gold exactly. Come on, bro, spit it out. Just tell us what those crystals are. These are NDYAG crystals. They are man-made, used to amplify energy emissions in laser technology. The killer used these crystals to alter the laser torch instantly and turn it into a laser cutter. And when they touched the crystals, they transferred adhesive from a freshly applied bandage. So our killer's wearing a bandage, huh? Well, this murder change will stick to the truth to them like a glue, too, when Jacob books them. Oh boy. So it's obviously not Natasha, since she doesn't have a band-aid. It's either Anya or Yelena. Now the camera. Okay, so even though the spy camera you found in the victim's briefcase wasn't as high-tech as that GPS tracker, it's still pretty brilliant as a historical object. Wait, a spy camera? So Borodin was spying on Cosmos. What did the film show? Not sure where the victim got the camera, but it was old, so a lot of the film was overexposed. However, the last shot Borodin snap came through, and it's a case changer. At first I thought the blob was a damaged film, but right next to it I saw a Cosmos badge. I realized that the blob was right from the laser that was used to kill Vitaly Borodin, which means Borodin snapped a picture of his killer. So the killer wears the Cosmorus badge. I knew this had to be an inside job. We got him now, Jacob. Uh-oh, I think I may know who it is. Jake, we got the killer in our sights. Let's go ground them definitely with stellar arrests. Yep, I pretty much know who it is. It's obviously not Natasha, since she doesn't have a band-aid, so that rules her out. Wow, you do have a Cosmorus badge on you. Good job. Very, very, very cool. So it's obviously not her. It's not Nikolai either, as he doesn't eat Besh Benchmark or plays Flirters. So it's Yelena Treskova. Really bad at actually spelling her last. It's really hard to actually do, so that's why. Yelena Treskova. Sergeant Jacob is arresting you for the murder of Vitaly Barodin. Stole? But I did not even know this man. Why would I kill him? That's for you to tell us, Yelena. Why would you use your physics skills to change a laser welding torch to a laser cutter? So that's a skill any self-respecting Cosmorus would need for repairs in space. And I suppose you claim that the victim took a picture of some other Cosmorus employee right before he died? It was Natasha Romanova. She killed Barodin. No, it wasn't. We know because you handled the NDYAG crystals. To turn the torch into a weapon, and you left some adhesive from the bandage on them. But I'm serious, it was Natasha. She told me that if I kill Barodin, I'd finally go to space. And what does the victim have to do with you going to space? Natasha told me that it was Barodin who blocked my applications. He had the power. And he was the head of security and the Bed committee. Say we believe you. What does any of this have to do with the somber satellite? Satellite? What are you talking about? Whoa, why is the floor shaking? Uh-oh. That's not good news. Jacob, what the heck was that? It came from the launch control room. Good idea. Let's go check it out. I'll cuff Yelena here and catch up. You traitor! You're too late, Jacob. The Jacob's launched and there's nothing you can do about it. Natasha, you launched a rocket? How could you? That's for me to know and for you to find out. Let's say, India, Sergeant Jacob. Since you'll never catch me, I'll never see you again. Damn it, Jacob, she got away. Maybe I should have taken that shot, but getting Natasha alive could be our only chance to know what's really going on here. What are we gonna do, Jacob? This is a disaster. The rocket's launched and the satellite's going. How can we stop Sombra now? You're right. Anakin will solve nothing. I'll go after Natasha while you tell Chief Ripley about this and come up with a plan. Yelena Shaw will have to wait. Wow, that honestly was a surprise. Didn't even have to skip court for now, but we did find our killer. Natasha, you betrayer. Betrayal. Wow, I did not even expect that. But we're going on to the final part of Darkness Descends soon. This is Galaxy Nail 2026. Over and out.